Welcome back to Words to Journey. And if this is your first time, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, share, comment. That's greatly appreciated. So, I mostly been doing shorts because once I start doing videos, I can talk forever and I can rabbit trail too. But God was just telling me to get on here to speak about this thing that's concerning quite a few people. So, as always, take this word back to the Lord. Test my spirit for sure. I feel like God is speaking to some chosen ones who you're finding yourself just working against a lot of pressure as you're trying to walk on this narrow road. You feel like there's a level up within you. You feel like you're moving across waters. Your promised land is near, but there's just been a lot of warfare. There's been a lot of things coming against you, and those things on your list, you've been having a hard time accomplishing those things. I even see like some of you, weekly, you feel like you have a chance to restart, to refresh, and to go at things. But as you go about that week, there's something that happens one way or another, and then you don't accomplish per se all the things that you want to accomplish. And you feel like you're kind of taking you know, a step forward and then taking a step back once you get to the end of your week, and then you're starting back over again. And there's sincerity within your heart. You want to accomplish your goals. You want to be in oneness with God, and you want to be excelling. You want there to be a success. You want to have fruit from your relationship with Him. And there's just been like the heavy spirit of sabotage, and there's been even interpersonal turmoil, just lots of things going on, multiple things. And there's lots of things going on, but God just wanted me to speak on this specific matter. God was showing me that, and you'll know that this is for you as I talk about specific things, but for some of you, everywhere you go, there's this theme of specific things that continue to come against you. Like, so for, let's say, an example, there may be jealousy and envy uh, everywhere you go. And even like witches, like you may go from one job to the next, you may relocate, you may have been finding yourself church hopping or just being in different communities. Or you were at this gym, now you're at that gym, whatever the case may be, different opportunities to be around different groups, and you're noticing there's the same themes everywhere you go. And you've even stopped telling people because you don't want to sound crazy. Like literally, some of these places, there are whole covens there. Like, and you leave this place, you go to another place, here's another coven. And it's like, I can't make this stuff up. Like, the devil is definitely intentional and strategic, and he uses a lot of similarity because even though these people may not know each other, they are all working together. And so their efforts produce a synergy that creates a pressure against you. And I even see it kind of like a ring around you. So, like, as you try to walk in life, that pressure pushes back up against you, and it makes it hard to do the things that you need to do. Now, obviously, there may be other dynamics going on in your life that can be the reason why things can be hard, but I just feel like this is specific for some certain people. And God was just showing me that, yeah, these people, they're working together, but they don't even have a clue that they are. And that's why the devil was so strategic, even when you were born. You know why he had your grandmother to hate you. You know why, there were certain family members, certain cousins, or maybe your sister or brother, some people, maybe your father or whoever. There were certain people that had different issues with you, and then you grew up, certain issues, with your classmates when you start working. And there's been like a repeating theme of like some of the same issues. And for some of you, you didn't even realize this. Some of you, you're so humble, you didn't even realize that you're walking around and people are jealous of you. They covet, what you have. They want to swap places with you, whatever the case may be. And so, the devil just gathers these people and then he uses them against you. And even when you move away, like you may have, during the pandemic, you may spend time traveling, working different places, meeting different people, similar things with these different people. Like it didn't fail. Like similar things. You show up, you try to be the best person that you are, and then you have people that mock you because you have a good heart, or because you're gracious, you're forgiving, whatever the case may be, or because you like to give. And people jealous of your light, whatever the case may be. And so these people, even when you walk away, they don't necessarily stop thinking about you, especially if you have a high calling on your life. Some of these people, they are obsessed. And I want to say that if you find yourself still thinking about certain people, they'll pop up in your mind and you haven't seen these people in years. Like a lot of times it's because they haven't stopped thinking about you. They haven't stopped doing the work that the devil gave them to do. And so God was just showing me that it's interconnected. And I'm going to pray, when I get finished talking, I'm going to pray concerning this ring. I keep seeing like a ring around you, but also when I first started recording, it was 333. And so let's see, Jeremiah 333. Let's see, what does it says? Where God promises to answer those who call to me, and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things which you do not know. And so God was just showing me that, we don't have to know everything, but we definitely want to be real with Him and our frustrations and with how we feel, even about Him. And we want to cry out to Him, and He will give us revelation and divine strategies and the answers to the big questions in our life. Within this last 2 weeks, I've had two dreams of being pregnant, and my stomach is very big. And in the last dream, I was preparing to give birth. I was not wanting to necessarily do it in a hospital because I want to, because not really trusting them. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do this at home. And I was so close. And let me tell you, I love these kind of dreams. I don't have these dreams that much in my life. Usually, when they happen, it's a signpost that there is massive change, and not just like a little change, like, oh, you're going to get a promotion, or, you're going to meet a new friend, or whatever the case may be. It's usually lots of change happening at once. Like, and even sometimes like a fork in the road. Sometimes, when you're going to have to deny some things or sacrifice some things, leave some things behind to go forward onto the new levels that God is bringing upon you. So, whoever this message is for, God is definitely saying that the help that you need is on the way, and the help is in Him. He has the answers. Let me tell you, and you're probably tired of hearing this, but developing a lifestyle, not just a one time out of the year, not just you feeling guilty and I'm gonna do it, but like a lifestyle of fasting and prayer keeps you very sensitive to the spiritual realm. And one of the biggest things that I love about it is the closeness to God, hearing Him a lot more clearly, seeing things, hearing things, smelling things, whatever, like sensing. I was at work the other day, and someone was having a supernatural experience, and they were pointing to, saying that there was something, spiritual in the room. And I went to that area to kind of feel, you know, exactly what they were pointing to. And I could definitely feel a presence right there. And it didn't feel like a bad presence, which it could be. It could have been a bad presence as well. But like when I'm at work, I fast and pray. And so I notice the devil tries to keep me hungry and keep me in this place of not really wanting to fast because it makes it so that I'm not sensitive. Another thing too is I'm able to pick out the witches and warlocks a lot more easier, the monitoring spirits. I'm able to pick up on them a lot more easier when I'm in fasting mode. Go to God and pray about what that should look like for you, uh, especially for safety concerns. Pray to God about that in specifics, how that should look for you if you are to develop a lifestyle of praying and fasting. I definitely uh, feel like it will take your life into a whole nother level. And the Bible talks about, you can deal with these demons without, fasting and prayer. There's specific types, and you need to have the fasting and prayer. But concerning this ring of similar, you know, nefarious intentions that's coming against you, I feel like fasting and prayer is going to knock down a lot of that pressure, and you'll find yourself being able to trailblaze through things. And now it's not going to mean that everything is instantly going to be easy for you, but it'll become more convincing to you to stick with this lifestyle. Because let me tell you, I kept hearing people talk about it, and then I was like, okay, I'll get to it. I'm one of those gals that loves food. I'm a foodie, and I even love just enjoying good food. I love everything about that. And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. And then once I started doing it, now I can't stop. And now it's like, okay, I want to do it on a daily. And some of what I do is intermittent fasting so that there can be a daily time frame where I'm actually entering into fasting mode. And so the enemy, he don't like that. He don't want to see that. He don't want you to have no parts of that. And especially during the times in the night hours, during the night watch. Oh man, he really don't want you to be a part of that, especially if you work during those times. And again, pray to God, concerning that for you. But I feel like that's going to take you to levels beyond, and you're going to see your promised land a lot more sooner. I believe there's going to be acceleration, growth, and development that happens from that. And so, yeah, I'm not going to make this video longer than what it needs to be, but I'll just finish this out in prayer. But like I said before, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, you know, uh, subscribe, share this, comment, good or bad, comment. And yeah, I'll be back when God gives me another message, but I'm going to just pray us out, and then I'll end this video. God, I thank you for your love. I thank you that you are jealous for us. I thank you that it doesn't matter about this ring of nefarious intentions, this darkness that has come against us. It does not matter because of your power. And right now, I ask that you will break this ring of power around all those who's listening to this, all those who are desiring to be closer to you, all those who are trying on a daily basis, to walk on a narrow road, to walk upright, to walk in righteousness and holiness. There's things on the list that we need to check off, Lord, but we're having a hard time checking it off. There's lots of warfare, as we jump from out of one frying pan, it's like there's another frying pan right after that. There can be issues after issues, and sometimes it can be a bit much. But concerning the things that I've just talked about, God, I ask that you will show up anew and afresh to us. And it's us experiencing you anew and afresh. And I thank you that you will allow our faculties to experience that. God, I ask for you to break the rings of witchcraft around us, that you will push the enemy back, that you will cause confusion amongst the enemy's camps. I ask that you will shine your light in different ways, defeating the enemy concerning us. God, I ask that you will send your warring angels, your warring spiritual beings to protect us, to protect our families. Lord, I ask that you will encamp about us. And as we begin our week, as we try again, as we start over, so to speak, I ask that there will be success in this week. I ask that you will highlight to us the new friends that we should make, the ones that we need to let go, the activities that we need to do less of, the things that we need to do more of. God, I ask that you will be with us in the decision making and that you will help us to stop this repeating cycle, that you will cancel the spells, the witchcraft, the voodoo, the hoodoo, the vexes, the hexes, whatever may be conjured that's coming from the spiritual realms of darkness. I ask that you will cancel it in the mighty name of Yeshua. And I thank you. I glorify you. I thank you for your matchless power. I thank you. You are Hashem. You are the name. That's what the word says. And I glorify you. And I ask these things in the mighty name of Yeshua. Amen.